Hello and welcome back to RTN Tonight, Glassboro's favorite mid-afternoon late-night talk show. I'm Parker Bennick.
And I'm Caitlin Kowalski. As always, we've got a great show today, so let's get started with the news.
The makers of the famous Texas Pete hot sauce are currently being sued by a California resident who's accusing them of deceptive advertising. Los Angeles resident Philip White has filed a lawsuit against the company, demanding that they change their name and pay up, since the sauce, which is almost 100 years old, was originally created in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and not the Lone Star State. Now, obviously, this entire story is ridiculous, but what I think is particularly strange is that the man filing the lawsuit isn't even from Texas. He's from California. He really woke up one day and decided to start beef with a random hot sauce company. That's a new level of butthurt if I've ever seen it.
Anyone who's ever worked in hospitality knows the customer is always right. Well, at Karen's Diner, that's the opposite of the truth. The restaurant chain started in Australia where the customer is always wrong. If you ever decide to visit one of the restaurants, you can expect a lot of swearing, menu throwing, and name calling. The term Karen is referring to the type of customer who doesn't care how they speak to you. That's exactly how Karen's Diner's employees are expected to treat their guests. So if you're Karen, this might be the perfect restaurant for you. Or not.
A New York man was recently charged with hiding 3 Burmese pythons in his pants. Calvin Bautista is currently facing up to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine over smuggling the animals. But in my opinion, the only thing he's guilty of is being the bravest man on the planet. Importation of Burmese pythons is strictly regulated since they're labeled as injurious to human beings. And this guy casually had 3 of them just chilling in his pants. In my book, he's done next to nothing wrong.
Over the next 2 weeks, the United Kingdom is preparing for an every-year invasion of 200 billion daddy longlegs. The invasion happens at about this time every year. As the weather is cooling down from the summer, the bugs are looking for a warmer place to live, and your home might be the perfect place. Living just 10 to 15 days, one of their main priorities is looking for hot singles to have sex with, hoping to create more bugs to invade your home. Make sure to keep your windows and doors shut this autumn, or you may end up with a few extra guests.
An escaped rodeo bull is still at large in North Carolina, with officials warning residents that it is extremely aggressive and violent. I found this story on a news article, and it's just hilarious because the article describes the bull practically as a serial killer, saying things like, "Under no circumstances should you approach the animal, as he will chase you." Between this and the Texas Pete lawsuit, North Carolina just can't seem to catch a break.
A McDonald's superfan who has eaten 32,000 Big Macs proposed to his wife in a McDonald's. Don Gorski's life was forever changed on May 17, 1972, when he made the faithful decision to propose to his wife at his hometown McDonald's in Wisconsin. Gorski said it was the first place he went to after getting a new car. And that trip kicked off the Big Mac superfan he's been for years. Don has kept every receipt in every burger box to track his incredible history of burger eating. Gorski's made the choice to propose to his wife at McDonald's, saying, "I'm glad she's been patient with me for all these years. I'm just surprised she said yes."
The FDA has recently issued a warning against the use of NyQuil as a chicken marinade, which is obvious if you have an average level of human intelligence. The warning was issued following the popular Sleepy Chicken TikTok challenge, which bears similarity to the Benadryl challenge from September 2020. Just another reminder of why I don't have TikTok. The FDA has also refused to offer a comment on if Dayquil is a viable alternative.
Video games will not only rot your brain, but they may very well near kill you. Aiden Rowan, 33, experienced just that in the comfort of his own home while playing PlayStation. Rowan says he was doing his normal gaming night when he heard a loud crack followed by an intense sensation through his entire body. After beginning to barely feel his right arm, him and his partner decided it was time to go to the emergency room. Thankfully, he was okay and left with only a few scars on his arm. This might make you think twice on your next stormy game night. We're now going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Parker is going to interview a member from the Rowan Fashion Club, so stick around.
back to RTN Tonight. Once again, I'm Parker Bennick, and I'm joined by a very special guest here in the studio from the Rowan Fashion Club. Please welcome Michaela Griffin. Michaela, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
So as with most of our guests on RTN Tonight, we've prepared some interview questions for you. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
Awesome. And the first question that we have for today, what got you into the Fashion Club here at Rowan?
What got me into the fashion club is that I've always liked dressing. I've always liked clothes and stuff like that. So I just thought it would be a really cool place to find girls like myself or just people like myself in general who are really into fashion and style and stuff like that.
And then is there any one person in particular who got you more into fashion?
In the school or just
Anyone, maybe not necessarily someone personal, but an influence maybe?
An influence for me would definitely be Tyler, the Creator, just because he would, or Rico Nasty, just because they all believe in just doing whatever you want, dressing however you want, Erykah Badu, that neo soul type of vibe, early Y2K, just kind of just getting into whatever you want.
Cool.
Free expression.
Yeah.
That's what got
And
me
if you
into
could
it.
describe your own fashion aesthetic, how would you like to describe it?
I would just kind of describe it as whatever I'm feeling that day, whatever vibe I'm feeling that day. It changes from day to day, honestly.
So for this year, or not this year, this semester, are people still able to join the Fashion Club?
Oh yeah, 100%. We always are looking for new people. We're always looking for designers, artists, models, creatives, just anybody who is vendors. Like food vendors and stuff like that, or clothes vendors, people with their own individual brands. We're looking for people like that, especially this Thursday for our model call for one of our first fashion shows of the year.
Awesome.
It's going to be very exciting.
And if there's any other information you'd like to give our viewers about the Fashion Club, any other upcoming events you want to shout out?
I have a lot of upcoming events that I want
do
to
that right
shout
now
out,
if you'd like.
actually. Well, first of all, the model club, not the model club, the model call this Thursday. Look at our Instagram, BID_Rowan,
Yep.
and you should be able to find information about that. But there's also something very exciting coming up. We're going to be having a fashion week.
Awesome.
And there's going to be an event every single day of the week. It's around the time of homecoming. You can also check out our Instagram for that again,
Yep.
BID_Rowan. We follow back too.
Awesome.
So, if you want to get your follower count up. But we're going to be having a pop-up shop, a general body meeting, and a fundraising event as well. But we're also going to be highlighting a lot of the things that students are wearing. So, make sure that you got your best fits on during Fashion Week because somebody might come up to you asking you where you got it from.
Very cool, very cool. Thank you so much for those answers, Michaela. And if you want to learn more about the Rowan Fashion Club, you can follow them on Instagram at bid_Rowan. That's BID_Rowan. And when we come back, Katie's going to put Michaela through the ringer on our classic RTN Tonight game segment, No Cap. You won't want to miss it.
Hello and welcome back to RTN Tonight. As you know, I'm Caitlin Kowalski and I'm joined by our wonderful guest of the night, Michaela Griffin. Michaela is now here to join me in RTN Tonight's first game of the season, No Cap. To give you a recap of the game, a timer will start when I ask the first question. From there, you will answer 20 opinionated questions as fast as possible.
Okay.
After that, we will match your time to next week's guest.
Okay.
Do you think you could beat them?
I'm pretty sure I can.
All right.
Positive, I would say.
All right, and then with that, I'm going to start the timer and we'll be all good to go.
Okay.
All right. Favorite TV show?
New Girl.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Favorite baseball team?
None.
Is Central Jersey real?
Nope.
Who'd win in a fight, She-Hulk or Santa?
She-Hulk.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween or Christmas movie?
It's both.
Bills or Eagles?
Neither.
How good is Taco Bell?
Terrible.
Favorite professional cornhole team?
What?
Have you heard about the Queen's passing?
Sorry for that loss.
If you went bowling right now, how many pins would you knock down?
0.
Is water wet? What is the meaning of life?
I was gonna say something that I cannot say on RTN.
Favorite Marvel movie?
None of them.
Do aliens exist?
100%.
In the future, would you upload your confessions into a computer for external life?
I don't want to live that long.
Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Who says this line, Luke, I am your father?
Darth Vader.
Would you rather bungee jump or skydive?
Skydive.
All right, and then with that, we came in with a time of 1 minute and 17
That's terrible.
seconds. Listen, I think you did great. Do you think you'll beat next week's guest with that time? You did amazing.
Probably not. I think they might have that. I'm not gonna lie, I paused a lot.
Well, thank you so much, Michaela. And
Wait, what is a cornhole team? Before we go any further.
I believe Rowan has one, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that a game?
Maybe not. It's you throw beanbags into a hole. That's as much as I know. I'm not good at it. Tried it a few times.
Oh.
Wouldn't do it again.
I had a completely different visual for that.
All right, and thank you so much to our audience for tuning in. This has been RTN Tonight. Thank you so much, Michaela, and I'm Caitlin Kowalski, and have a good night, Glass Barrel.